Hi, how are you? It's Travis here, and welcome back to our adventures with the Gnome Mage.
Salutations!
Today, we are back in Ungoro Crater, guys. And it's horde infested. You gotta watch out. It's a bunch of horde here. Just get the quest and get out of here. Should I pick up Lost?
Welcome to the refuge, adventurer. Some come here with a purpose. Others found their way here by accident. But everyone here seems to have a unique story to tell. You've got to help me, adventurer.
Just beware of
My
pterodax.
friend Ringo left earlier to explore the volcano to the south of here.
Alright, let's get out of here before we get
way
camped.
too long. I am really worried about him. Think you could find him? Why don't you take my canteen with you? If you do find Ringo, I'm sure he'll need it.
Yeah, there seems to be a lot of horde on this, like right now in this layer that I logged into. Supposedly there's some lag going on too. It's been a rough day for hardcore. You know, I'm pretty happy that I'm not on because, well, I didn't play on my warrior because, yeah, there's the DDoS attack that happened during an OnlyFans Blackwing lair. I had a feeling that was going to keep happening. And it seems to have continued. And they announced that OnlyFans is officially canceled after the DDoS. A lot of people lost their character. And I think it's been happening a couple of times. So they decided to call the guild. And OnlyFans is done. Which is kind of sad because it was, I'd say it was a success. It really brought life to the hardcore community. I remember like they had 10 layers full of players for the longest time. It's a little laggy, though. You can tell. These things are a little bit delayed. And everybody on, like, the WoW hardcore Reddit thinks, like, hardcore is dead now. I don't think so. Well, some people think that. I don't think it's dead. It will still live on. There's still people playing on Defias Pillager and Skullrock, which are the original, first hardcore servers. I'm going to continue playing on Doomhell because I have, my warriors still level, just got into the 40s. We're about to get our... Oh, he's got DC'd. Okay. Yeah, something's going on. Not playing hardcore, but we'll be back, hopefully.
Greetings!
We are back, guys. Hopefully the servers are okay now. But it's funny how I was talking about the DDoS attacks and the DCs, and it just happens. But, yeah, it's sad what happened to OnlyFans, but I kind of agree with them, the soda pop and calling it. Who's the leader of the guild? Because it's not only hurting the guild, but it's hurting the people who are playing. It's not legitimately getting hurt, but it's killing characters that people have put in hundreds of hours into. So that really sucks. So good on him for calling it, but I don't think it's the end of hardcore. I think the server population will go down quite a bit, but I think hardcore will continue to go on strong. And people have these ideas of like they should roll back the characters, stuff like that. That's not a good idea either, in my opinion, because it incentivizes people to DDoS the server if they lose their character. So say, like, I die. I think I talked about this already, but if I die, I'm like, okay, do you know, and you're like a type of person who can't handle that, you DDoS the server, which is illegal, but some people don't care, or they live in another country where they're not going to be, you know, harassed, and they DDoS the server, and then they get their character back, right? You can't incentivize people in any way. So what they need to do is find out how to stop DDoS attacks. But how the heck do you do that? It's clearly a very hard thing to do because it's been happening for a while. And it's not like, you know, it's literally Microsoft owns the game. Like, it's not like they don't have the resources, right? Even when Activision owned it, it's not like they have the resources to stop it. It's just, it's probably one of those things that's just almost impossible to stop. But you can get in a lot of trouble if you get caught. But the people that are doing it, they clearly don't care. So my plan is just to maybe lay low on the hardcore warrior for a little bit. Just see what happens. Probably play a lot of the mage. I'm going to try to keep the daily videos going, but if the DDoS attacks continue, then I need to watch out. I've been getting pretty damn lucky that I've only really experienced I don't know if it was a DDoS, but I got DC'd out when I was in Stranglethorn Vale, and I was fighting a troll and I survived. I didn't even take really any damage when I logged in. I think the mob was dead when I logged in. Yeah, it was. And yeah, so I got lucky, but a lot of people haven't, so we have to watch out. Maybe the DDoSers will get bored in a week or so. And I think the OnlyFans stopping helps out a lot too. And it's clearly targeted at OnlyFans. Whenever they raid, there's a DDoS attack. It's really like messed up, but that's how some viewers are, right? They want to just cause terror and havoc on the streamers. Some people are just like that. That's how they have fun, I guess. Even though it's, you know, it's illegal and pretty, it's a bad thing to do. But if I died that way, you know, I'd just be like, it is what it is. I'd be a little pissed off, but it happens. I've lost Diablo 3 characters like that. Like hardcore Diablo 3 characters, and that sucked. And people are talking about like alternative hardcore games, MMOs to play. Some people are recommending old school RuneScape. I've never really played old school RuneScape, so I'm not too sure how that would be. But I've heard it's a very addicting game, even though like the graphics aren't that great. But for me, like the graphics, if the game's good, I don't really care for graphics that much. I played it. Used to play a game called Tibia. I think it's older than the old school RuneScape. It was made in the 90s. And it's a 2D square-based MMO. Very very punishing when you die. You can lose gear, you lose XP as well. So, and if you're on a PvP server, other players can literally kill your character over and over and over again until your character's literally like level 5 back in Dunmoreau. And then they can't kill you anymore. They have like a starting area, sort of like they do in WoW, and that's kind of my example of what it would be like in World of Warcraft if you could do that. I'm kind of a fan of games that are punishing like that, because it's just, there's a little bit of a thrill to it. Even though it's toxic, there's a thrill to just surviving in an atmosphere like that in a game. Where like a group of people can just, literally eliminate you and take you off the server. And there's a lot of politics in that game. Like if you're in a farming spot, like say we're in Ungoro Crater and like a guild comes and they're they have more influence than us, they're stronger than me, or the guild I'm in, I have to leave. And if I don't leave, then they'll just kill me. Which does happen in World of Warcraft. Like if you're farming Devil Sores, when Devil Sword Leather's expensive and there's a mafia going on a PvP server, you will get camped and ganked if you try to kill the Devil Sores that they're farming. And it's a cool game, Tibia. The cool thing about Tibia that's awesome, there's no level cap. People can level to like level 1,000. And that was unheard of until like 5 years ago when the first person hit level 1,000. It takes like an insane amount of time to get that. They have made the game a little more pay to win now though, which is lame. There's a lot of like XP boosts and stuff like that you can buy. So, because they wanted to monetize from the game, and they have quite a bit. Not a lot of people play though. I think there's like 10 to 20,000 people that play it at any given time. A lot of private servers, like World of Warcraft though as well. So I'm not too sure if you added like those two, how many people would be playing, but it's usually between like 10 to 20K. And it's an MMO where you have to pay per month. Like you can play for free, but there are a lot of benefits to being a monthly player. I haven't played in years though. When Classic came out in 2019, I stopped playing Tibia. It's a very popular game in Brazil, so a lot of Brazilians play it. I think that's probably the biggest community in Tibia. A lot of people, it's popular in the EU. It was made in Germany. I think German developers made the game way back in the day, over almost 30 years ago. That's kind of crazy. I like World of Warcraft more. It's more chill. But you don't have to. There are PvE servers on Tibia too, right? So you don't have to play on like a war server, I guess you would call the PvP ones. And there are wars on those servers where, guilds fight each other. If they're in a war, like if they're fighting over, just like who's the best guild on the server, or like who has like control of the server, right? And if you're in one of those guilds, when you log in, that other guild's most likely hunting you down. We're okay here. Do this, and then Nova. Am I hitting them all there? Hope so. Get this level 55 one will be kind of hard. Oh, nice. We got a clear casting. I should finish him off. Yeah, it's lame that they got the DDoS attacks going. That's the Endo only thanks DDoS attacks. They got griefed. You know? Not surprised that that's the way it ended, but you know, it is what it is. There's always one person that just wants to ruin it. And who knows who it is, man. Maybe they rub somebody the wrong way, like someone. You never know what it can be, right? Like it could just be some like person that they ninja looted from in a dungeon that's not in the guild, but somebody in the guild was like, I'm an OnlyFans, I can. This is like hypothetical. I don't know if this happened, but you never know who you rub the wrong way, and then how far they'll go to get revenge. Some people are vindictive that way. Like I've heard of some pretty nasty stories of like people in hardcore, like if you say rolled on a piece of loot that somebody wanted and then you won it and then they were mad about it and then you're a tank, right? And they're messaging the healer in your group like, I'll pay you like 1,000 gold to let that tank die because I don't like him because he's rolled on a piece of loot. It's weird how, and like people usually say no to that, right? If they have a soul, but some people don't, and you know, bad things happen. But yeah, some people get a little too worked up over MMOs. And hardcore usually has a lot of people like that, and it's because of how. Oh man, I wish I could get that last one. I might have trouble killing these. We'll see. I don't have any extra manas. I have a mana pot. I'll have one of those. Oh my gosh, this thing doesn't work. We'll use it later. Hopefully this gives us a blizzard. This should finish them off. It seems like I always just have not enough mana. Like you need a mana citrine or mana gem to kill these. So there we go. We got all of our scales. So that quest is done. The Ungrow Soil quest is done too. That's good. I don't know if we'll finish this this Pterodax quest. It's kind of annoying because you have to go down here to get the final Pterodaxes, and usually that place is camped. We'll go down there and look and see. Or maybe I'll do this quest first. We'll do Lost. We'll turn in these quests, and then maybe we'll make our way down. See if we make it. I want to queue up for a Blackrock Depth. See if we can get back in there. The reason why I can't skin these is because they have this quest item on them, and I can't loot it. So since the body has loot on it, I can't skin it. Which is a little bit unfortunate. Unless I got rid of one. Like I separated, got rid of one. We have it. Yeah, we have all the soil. We turned that in Thunderbluff, I believe. Oh, not Thunderbluff. Where do we turn that in? Reliance. We don't go to Thunderbluff. Not too sure where that gets turned in. I assume probably up here. Yeah, Darnassus. Yeah. Darnassus is like the Thunderbluff for Alliance. And I wonder what server will become the like in the next 6 months to a year. What will be the go-to hardcore server? Will it be Defias Pillager, the original, most popular one? I don't think it'll be Skull Rock, but that was the other one. But Defias Pillager was a little bit more popular than Skull Rock. Or will it continue to be Doomhowl, which is a server I'm on the Warrior? I wouldn't be surprised if everybody just starts going on Defias Pillager again. The cool thing about this server, about the Doomhowl server, though, is if you die... Oh, my bad, dude. Sorry about that. Nice druid, didn't attack me. So many horde here today. I haven't been attacked once, so I guess we're on friendly terms for now. Even though most of them would probably kill me. Like this fire elemental is about to. Do I have a health pot? Oh my gosh. It's terrible. I think I'm dead. Yeah, I'm dead. Oh my gosh, that sucks. Yeah, we'll be back, guys.
Hi there.
That was a rough death, guys. Thought I had a health pot, but we did not. Oh, Ethereum's dropping. Gotta go down here, I think. Let's get some buffs. I think we could have killed him. I should have I need to interrupt, and I need to use up my mana. There's one right there. Just wasn't really focused. Let's see if we can handle this one. Can really only use frost abilities. We should be fine with this one. One seems to be melee. Scroll out a bit here. And there's Ringo. I think he's named after the Beatles singer, right? Ringo Starr. Would be my guess. What?
Oh, I'm so glad someone found me. It's so hot. I was exploring this area when all of a sudden the heat just became unbearable. I must be suffering from heat exhaustion. Please help me get back to my friend Spraggle at Marshall's Refuge. I think I'm well enough to follow you there. I'm feeling a little out of it, so if I do happen to faint again, just splash some water on me from Spraggle's canteen. That should work, I hope.
Alright, so we got his canteen. He passes out, so you gotta spray him when he passes out. You can't get too far ahead of him. So we're gonna escort him up there. See how this goes. I think if I'm on a mount, we should be fine. Just need to make sure you don't get too far ahead. This is probably a good time to try to get in a Blackrock Depths or a Sunken Temple. Looks like it's a lot of like... Oh man. This always happens. Hope we don't get ganked while doing this. Watch it. I think the quest just like ends if you get ganked. Maybe, maybe not. I've never been ganked doing this quest, but I assume if you do get ganked, it's kind of punishing. Because you probably fail the quest, he passes out and then disappears. Not many groups at the moment. A lot of 60s. Trying to get their Savage Gladiator chains and their Hand of Justice. I forget the name of the Hodge trinket, right? Yeah, Hand of Justice, yeah. That is what it's called. Alright, let's keep going this way. He's gonna pass out again. That's why it's good to keep like a marker on him, because sometimes you can't find him. Maybe it's better if I just go like this, like by foot. I think we'll just do that. Oh man, this guy might die, dude. I'm gonna try to save him. Got you, bro. He was so low. It's Balco of USA PvP. He might not doing damage to this guy. BRD Arena Anger. Sure. I'll do a couple runs. I'm just like filled up. I want to do those like XP farm, AoE farm groups. They're gonna have to wait for me though. I have to like, you know, just keep running. Okay, we're in a group. I have to run over. I'll try to speed this up. I'm in combat. Come on, come on. So we had a 60 warrior. I hope they wait. Maybe they will. Maybe they won't. We'll see. Just want to turn these in before we leave. Come on, Ringo. Don't have all day. I gotta put a marker on him. There we go. I need to start getting the quests for that dungeon. Blackrock Depths, since it seems like we're going to be doing that dungeon quite a bit now. Let's turn this in.
Yo! Yes, these scales are perfect. I should be
nice
able to get this
bracers.
flyer off the ground with these scales for sure. Thanks.
He's going to pass out right there. Got some nice bracers, guys. 3 stamina, 12 intellect, 3 spirit, 31 armor bracers. And they replace our other bracers that had 3 intellect, 15 armor, which were a huge upgrade, actually. Isn't this where we have to bring? There we go.
Welcome to the refuge,
Fraggle, I didn't
adventurer.
think you'd make
Some
it.
come here with a purpose. Others found their way here by accident. But everyone here seems to have a unique story to tell.
Ringo, are you okay? I'm feeling faint. Come on. I want to turn this in. Ugh. There we go.
Huzzah! Ringo's not in the best shape, adventurer, but I am glad to have him back in one piece. Thank you for finding him.
Take the helmet and sell it. The other item wasn't that good. Okay, teleport to Iron Forge. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. And then we'll fly down to Blackrock Mountain. It seems like they're willing to wait, so that's good. Don't have anything to learn. I assume they're probably doing runs. It's just, I'm not really there at the moment. So they're building up rage. It looks like his priest is healing.
The Wildhammer dwarves might have fast steeds, but can those airy peaked griffins stand the heat of the Great Forge? I think not.
All right, here we go, off to Blackrock Depths. That was good. We got a few quests done. The upgrade was not bad. These wrists are pretty good. Chisels and nozzle whippers. It's a nice little upgrade right there. I didn't know how bad our wrists were until I checked that out. If I can check out our gear here. While we're flying in, I can. So we got Eye of Theradris, 63 armor, 13 stamina, 20 intellect, 11 spirit. Talvash's enhancing necklace, 10 stamina, 1 intellect, 10 spirit. Inquisitor's shawl, 8 intellect, increases damage and healing done by magical spells by up to 9. Featherskin cape, 39 armor, 4 stamina, 4 intellect, 15 spirit. Vestments of the Atalai Prophet, 78 armor, 11 intellect, 27 spirit cloth chest. Here's the cloth bracers we just got, 31 armor, 3 stamina, 12 intellect, 3 spirit. The Hypnotic Blade, 8 intellect, 3 spirit. Increases damage and healing done by magical spells and effects by up to 9. That's our main hand weapon. Our offhand is a Celestial Orb, which increases damage done by magical spells by 13 and also restores 400 to 1200 mana on use. And then we have the Ice Fury Wand, 3 intellect, increases frost damage by up to 9, so it's pretty good when we're in our frost spec. Talai Gloves of the Whale, increases damage done by magical spells by 9, 13 spirit, 12 stamina, 47 armor, cloth hands. Our belt, 43 armor, 10 stamina, 11 intellect. Improves your chance to hit by 1% and increases damage from magical spells by up to 12. Pretty good, I must say. We got that from Blackrock Depths. Oh, we're getting attacked. That's interesting. When you get attacked, it removes this part. We'll get back at the end of the episode. I'll do the rest. Maybe we'll replace a bit of gear. And I like to go over the stats with gear. I think somebody was like asked me why I do that. I do that because I know some people don't watch the videos. Some just listen. From what I've heard, I have a couple of viewers that are supposedly they told me they were blind. And they listen and can sort of see what's going on. And it really helps when I, read off what I get and the stats on and stuff like that. So I try to communicate as much as I can. I could probably work on it and do better, but I try my best to at least, keep everybody updated on what's going on with the character, what we're picking up, what's dropping in the dungeons, stuff like that. It's a joke about how SGC is dropping. Oh, I wonder if they got it. Oh, we're going to be jumping into the lava now. We've entered the mountain. This guy took a lot of damage from that. Tempted. Oh, we DC'd again. And This is getting kind of crazy. We'll just hopefully log back in. See what happens. I don't really want to like cut it out. There we go, we're back. I only have 2 characters on this server at the moment. This one in the Trevopoli, the bank alt. That was so weird how he got like DC'd. I think he just got DC'd maybe. Is he alright? This guy's having trouble, man. I went the wrong way, dude. Shouldn't have followed me. Which way did we go? Is it this way? Yeah, it's this way. He'll lead us there. He's like, I've had enough faint death. You can do it! I'm being chill today. I don't know, the Horde are being chill with me today, so I'll be chill. Alright, we're inside Blackrock Depths, guys. And that's going to be the end of today's episode. Next episode, we will, I guess, begin our journey here farming Blackrock Depths. But as always, guys, thanks for watching. Keep your heads up. Later.